Hi everyone. So first of all, I'm going to talk about two consonant sounds, and then after that, I'm going to discuss how to produce two diphthong sounds, and then finally, I'm going to discuss how I practiced some particular sounds with my students, including a rationale and some activities for that. So first of all, I want to show how to produce the sound ch, ch. So the sound is an unvoiced consonant sound. Putting your hands on your throat, ch. You don't feel any vibration here, so therefore it's unvoiced. It's a palato-alveolar sound, so therefore the tip of your tongue should be just behind the alveolar ridge, behind your teeth. And it's affricate, so the air pressure behind the closure between your tongue and your ridge should be released very slowly. And the soft palate is also a bit raised at the back. As opposed to the next sound, which is the d, which is a voiced consonant sound. It's voiced, but if you put your hand on your throat, d, you can feel your your vocal cords vibrating. And it's an alveolar sound because the blade of your tongue now is a bit further than the previous sound, and it's just behind your teeth. So now we have a d sound. And there's also, as you can hear, d, it's like an explosion when you make this sound. It's quite quick as opposed to the previous sound, which was a slow release, ch. This is a much quicker sound, d, an explosion. Then, when speaking about the diphthongs are two monophthongs to create one sound. So the first sound we have is I, hi. So to do this, I would elicit two monophthong sounds. The first sound I would elicit is k, cup. So we have the sound. I'll draw on the board, that one. And then I would go to the next sound, which is the sit, So we have the and the I. So then I would put them on the board and try to glide between these two sounds. We have the I, slowly, I, and then quickly, I. That's how I show the first sound. Second sound, of course, is air. So for this, first of all, I would elicit egg, so the sound, and then we have the schwa, which I would try to elicit for a whisper. So now we have the air, slowly, air, quickly, air. So hair, for example. And now finally, I want to discuss my vowel sounds, which I wanted my students to practice. These sounds were the E and the I sound. Now the reason I chose these two sounds was because Spanish students tend to have a big problem with these two sounds. So they usually say, for example, eat is instead of it is. So this was a motivation for them to speak more fluently. And also, this group of students, these are 12 Spanish students who are 15 years old, came to Malta explicitly to come to the country, learn about it, and then go back to Spain and do a presentation. So I decided to help them with the sounds. Then they'll go back to school to do their presentation with a more fluent and more coherent speaking style. And obviously they'll feel more confident because they've overcome this issue. So, as I said, with the E and the I sound. So when you produce the I sound, your mouth is quite relaxed, and your tongue is also quite relaxed, And obviously when we produce the E sound with the two dots, it's more of a longer sound. So we have E. So now your mouth is more tense, E. Your tongue is more tense, E. Happy sound, I. Not so happy, E. Now for this, what I tried to do a minimal pairs activity. Now for this, I made this by the way, this would be given to them with the E and the I sounds. And the minimal pairs, we have sleep and to slip, we have heat and hit, and we have leave and live. Now with this, I'll give them this paper without any of these writing or any of these pictures, and then I'll give them to them as cards, and with the cards you have to put them with the correct sound. So for example, sleep would go in the E column. And then this would be on the board behind me, and then at the end, the students would come and put the cards in the correct place. So for example, a student comes on the board and gives me sheep. I would ask the student with the minimal pair of sheep, which is ship. And for this, I would drill the students with sheep, the long sound, then ship, the soft sound, the more quicker sound. And then finally, for a more freer practice, I decided to do a type of poem-based activity where the students would pick 4 of these words and try to create a poem. So for example, to sleep on a ship with sheep is difficult to live. Live at the end. So hopefully that would give them a more freer practice to produce this language. And then, and at the end, hopefully, they'll do their presentations and we could watch their presentations together. And then obviously we can hear the differences there. And obviously I'll get students to correct each other, which would be great too. So thank you very much for your time and have a Merry Christmas. And I hope you enjoyed my video.